watching the Mutoid Man 2 Minutes of Late Night covers of fucking all kinds of weird songs?
No.
Those heavy metal.
No, I bet it's good though.
They did a Steely Dan cover.
Ooh. Fuck that. Jounce does Reelin' in the Years. I don't want to hear anybody else do that shit. That's a Jounce specific, okay?
A Jounce.
Thank you.
I think you call it a Jounce exclusive.
Jounce exclusive. I like that.
Jounce exclusive.
I'll take it.
Don't forget to spend all your Hampshire bucks.
It's okay. We'll still sell you the song on Bandcamp. They'll never tell.
I just got a jounce of weed at the store today. It was great.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one jounce, or?
Yeah, no, It made me get my girlfriend pregnant and everything.
Whoa. That's what happens at most of his shows, yeah. Rampant pregnancies. Hey, let's get this show started. Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. With us tonight, Mr. Michael C. Maronna.
Still.
And also...
Don't say below me because it pisses me off every time you say it.
Why would you even bring it up?
Below me is Danny.
And below me, Danny Tamberelli.
Motherfucker.
I was completely avoiding it, and you fucked it up.
And
our
scissoring
guest,
in the corner.
That's right. Our guest for the entire hour, a member of our beloved Murderfist. He is a host of a podcast called The Brighter Side on the mothership, we call it.
I'm
the last podcast network.
I'm told he was a member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Force for 14 years. Is that true?
Let's get into
13 and a half. 13 and a half.
Yeah,
just not enough to get pension.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Larson's here.
What's
Larson, what's up? Hey,
hello.
My name's Jeremy. Thank you so much for tuning in.
It is nice to see you, man. It's been a long time.
It really has.
You moved to LA. You come back once in a while. You used to hang out at a bar in Midtown, and
we all had a good run. We had a good run going there.
It was a good run. It was a fun time.
He has the power to travel through closets. No, he has the power to travel from one closet to any other closet. It's kind of like that Clue conservatory teleport.
Yeah. It's like shitty Narnia.
Not the only one who can cram a closet, Larson. I'll show you.
The lion banged the witch in the wardrobe.
I see
what you did. That's great.
Any movie with a talking bear.
It reminds me of me.
That is a category that I have not consented to, but has been served to me lately by one of the streaming services.
Is it true?
Yeah. So.
Speaking of
movies with a bear.
We saw that you had a picnic basket, and we're thinking that
those shits are so they come at you so specifically, but when they miss hilariously.
Oh yeah. They give me all kinds of shit I don't want to see. Everything that's like, my favorite was when Michael Che posted that his special was like a 60% target to him. That was my favorite one I've seen.
That's good.
You got most of the idea.
Yeah.
Since I had a kid and we listen to the same playlist every morning, my Spotify is just like fucked. Like my daily mix is screwed up. Like if they're like I put every time he's in the bath, we do a little Bobby Darin splish splash taking a bath. So like all that shit like gets rolled into it. So my daily mix is like
all right. So
totally
here's your
screwed up, and I don't know how to fix it.
I know you got Amazon Prime.
I do. Yeah.
The Amazon has their own music thing. You just make the fucking playlist over there, and it just lives over there.
Yeah, but the problem with Amazon music...
Then they're going to start selling Danny bath toys.
Look, but then the other problem is...
Which is not like he doesn't need, but...
Look, I'll take all the bath toys that you can give me, all right? I'm all about it. I like the waterproof books. I like the little waterproof balls.
Books.
We have an octopus right now that's got 8 arms but only 3 things to put on it.
Man, if I went in my tub, I'd be like
8. You know,
88% of my tub. I'd just be kind of wet, splashing around like a lost dolphin.
He's gonna be like that sooner than later. That's the thing. Like it's gonna happen. I'm trying to like enjoy the fact that he's got this tiny little plastic that tub that goes in the big tub. He's tall. He's a tall kid. He's in he's in the like top 95 percentile in height.
Oh,
no big
deal.
Didn't get it from dad. Didn't get it from dad. I'm fucking 5'7". That sucks.
Hey, at least you caught up to me.
I did catch up to you.
I used to be taller than you.
I did. But Ed, the thing with Amazon Prime is that not every artist chooses to use that platform with like their real songs. So like it'll be like, oh, Amazon playlist for, Warren Zevon, and some like weird like live sounds like shit. Like,
how old's your kid?
He's a year old.
He doesn't fucking know.
He doesn't care. You're right.
Whereas when he gets
it
to
doesn't go bum 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 split. It's like don't. It's like it's a drugged out Bobby Darin. He's like split
I like splashes.
It's the greatest hits version. That's the problem. You only get the greatest hits version.
I have your solution, which is Spotify. You're a Spotify user. Just get the family account, bro.
I have the family account.
All right, well,
so I gotta
make a fake email.
Make one for fucking. I gotta make one for Alfie now. God damn it!
Well, it sounds like you make a new one for yourself. Move over the shit you like. Keep this one for Alfie because it's already fucked.
Tainted.
It's already tainted. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's unfortunate because it is because the playlist is good. I'll send it to you, Ed. It's a good playlist. Like starts with some Big Star. There's like Lovely Day is on there. Like we hit all like the good. There's a couple of Velvet Underground songs. There's like
it's beautiful.
It's great. But then, like,
it gets Velvet Underground for your child.
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
I play Stephanie's.
It's unbelievable.
You're right. No, it is Sunday. Sunday morning. Sunday morning is definitely on there.
Of course, because of the Glockenspiel.
All morning songs, right?
Yeah. And he only eats bananas, probably.
It's true. It's true. Actually, we have this little like bunch of flashcards that are like, these cool artists, blah blah blah, and there's like Van Gogh, his shit and other things, and there's a Andy Warhol one, and he has the banana one, and he says Nana. I'm like, well, at least he knows what the fuck it is. Like, that's good.
That is very good. I mean, you really should take it easy on this kid. 1 year old, you're showing him Van Gogh.
I know.
That's right. And the percentiles.
I'm not just showing him Van Gogh. I'm also microdosing him with absinthe, just to really give him the whole what. Nothing. No, I didn't.
This is a regional podcast. Nobody will.
Only the French people will understand what I said.
Oh, you're dosing him.
I said I'm microdosing my son with absinthe. No, absinthe.
For Chicago area audience.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
Speaking of microdosing,
Jeremy, does Ohio have a regional liqueur, like an aperitif or a digestif? Like
it's probably like
chili.
Yes, Cincinnati chili flavored vodka or something. Exactly. I was thinking Buckeye, like chocolate Buckeye flavor, but yeah, that's better. Hey, don't knock it.
I'm going to Cincy in a couple of weeks. I'm excited.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
what's was it for pay a traffic fine or?
No court. Yeah, no. It's we just need to do anything.
Yes,
we're at that point.
Yeah.
Yes. So we bought first class plane tickets and we're gonna fucking go for it and see what happens.
Well, if you need some spots, we can definitely recommend you some drinking spots or some eating spots.
Your lady's from Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, never mind. You can fucking figure it out yourself.
I go all the time. I go all the. I'm not going on vacation. You know,
that's what I kind of thought.
I don't summer in Cincinnati. I go to family.
I summer in Cincinnati.
There you go.
Yeah. The Botanical Gardens, rain or shine, great place.
Right. I want to see where Harambe was shot. Yeah, that's basically that's.
Oh, it's Fiona the hippo now.
It's Fiona now. Yeah, live stream.
They've washing the memory of Harambe away.
Yeah. Just as he
Harambe was from Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
They shot him in the Cincinnati Zoo.
Demands a new cause.
Mm-hmm. That's what you ever play the comedy club in Cincinnati? Go Bananas?
No.
No, well, they influenced the Harambe exhibit now. It's called No Bananas.
No.
It only works in Cincinnati.
It's funny, we're losing signal here. Yeah, it's fading. I don't know what's going on.
Ed, what's funny is that you stumbled upon the funny joke of this podcast is that like 80% of it is all making fun or talking about Ohio.
Oh, great. I'm in.
But then a good 60% is Ohio listeners, so it's kind of a,
I love it. I've been forced to take Ohio on as a home state. It's been interesting. My house is covered in the state of Ohio shit. I'm from Florida. And so, like, the way I feel about Ohio is they're just lucky we exist. Like, everyone be talking about you fuckers. That's for damn sure.
You better be thankful that Florida's so fucked up, or everyone would just be talking about Ohio. I like it. It makes sense.
Is the gal a Bengals fan or a...
I think she doesn't give a shit about anything, but if she had to, the Bengals.
Okay.
Or the Dolphins, just to make me happy.
I know you're a Dolphins diehard, so that's why I was asking if there was sort of a line that has been set yet.
I got her some shirts.
Good.
I got her some. She's got some Dolphins shirts.
The Tannehill jerseys are on sale, I think.
Absolutely. I actually got her a Fiedler jersey. It was very cheap.
Oh. Very nice. Very cheap.
I take it to Miami to have a Jewish quarterback. It makes me so happy.
The old Dolphins.
It's pretty.
We're all on the same fucking boat on this.
Yeah.
Giants, Dolphins,
I miss him.
Bengals.
That dude was 2,000% heart. I don't know if you remember Jay Fiedler, but he brought us to the playoffs the only time in like 15 years Jay Fiedler brought us. I love that man forever.
Quarterback Jay Fiedler?
For what?
Jay Fiedler.
Are you going to do
Fiedler.
Jeremy's going to bestow
he's not
upon
gonna
you one of
he's
our
not going to fact checks. Don't do that.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
It's okay.
Go ahead. He's from Dartmouth College.
I thought you said Jay Feely, which is a kicker.
Jay Feely
and I
was
was
a
like,
kicker.
oh
He
shit,
was
the
on
Dolphins
He
kicker.
was on the Giants and the Jets.
Okay.
Feely. Yeah. Fiedler went to the Jets. Broke my heart.
That's right. Fiedler did go to the Jets.
Tore me to pieces.
Why did that matter?
Gross.
Because they're sworn enemies of the Dolphins.
True. But you know what? You guys both suck. And so you guys are fighting
you just
over...
Take joy? Yeah, can't you just take joy in that, like, one
every time the Patriots
when you scored
lose.
Against the Patriots with that with that, like, expiration 8 lateral miracle score?
I love that
you
shit.
You just take solace in that for a few years?
I like that
guys,
you think...
The
I like that
should
you...
be eating out on that for... dining out on that for a while.
As two New York Giants fans here, both Michael and I, us talking shit about miracle plays, which is why they're so good, is like, oh yeah, totally, man. Oh, can't believe the guy caught a fucking ball on his head.
I think the thing that they have in common is that they both happened against the Patriots and they hurt them. So that
that is true.
And
that is true.
So
You can't, as a Miami Dolphin fan, you can't deny the fact
the enemy of my
that the
enemy
Giants
is not
beat them
always
twice in
my
the Super
friend,
Bowl.
but
I
in
love
this
it.
case,
I love the Giants for that. You kidding me? 18-1 is my favorite thing to scream at a Patriots fan.
It's a good,
as a Dolphins fan.
It's a good
it
one.
really helps. Like, it really helps any argument. 18, not as good. Not as good.
Not as good.
We always beat the Patriots. Like, once a year, the Dolphins will surprise the Patriots because they don't take us seriously. And last season, we fucked them up twice, man. We beat them right at the end of the season, fucked up their home field advantage, and then we arrested their owner when he tried to get jerked off.
You're admitting that you exist in a spoiler space.
Ed,
you can't possibly contend, and the only thing you can do is encourage bad outcomes for others.
Also, I like that you're taking Robert Kraft as innocent until proven guilty. Clearly, he was getting jerked off. Clearly, there's video of it. Clearly, he doesn't want anybody to see it.
Get jerked off by our masseuses? Are you crazy?
You want to see that video, don't you, Dan?
I mean, I don't necessarily want to see it, but the fact that you can see Robert Kraft get naked and be like, hey, man, below the belt, it's totally fine with me.
I think that Giants fans are already familiar with not seeing the Patriots finish, so I don't need to see it.
Whoa.
Very good, Michael.
Yes, very. I wonder if he asked for the happy ending, or if they were, if they asked him.
They're accused. If you walk into the place and you're already naked, they're like, okay, you know what's up.
Is
it a happy ending if no one's smiling?
That's a red flag.
Oh,
man, you know that cop was just like, as he put his head in the car, he's like, "Go Dolphins! I'll see you." Let's get this boy out of here.
Maybe it was just a ticket. You never know.
Or Jaguars fan, you don't know.
You're so close to Miami-Dade, but not close enough, pal.
Yeah. Eddie, the last time I think I saw you was in this room, actually. You can't see it now because I put Icky Woods up on the background, but you were wearing a giant, basically a bear costume, but it was a giant white, frilly, fluffy cape of some sort. You were the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh, that's right. Remember that was so much fun.
It was like 100 degrees in here, just like it is now.
That was the last man boob sketch ever pressed to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's a vinyl. You can say visual vinyl.
That's
an honor. That's.
But yeah, I was thinking about it the other day, and I actually sold that thing at a yard sale. Believe it or not, with your sweat. I didn't advertise it as your sweat. Please,
you probably could have got more for
a little bit more. Yeah.
True. They field tested it, and I was actually more without the name on it, so that's why they went with that.
Why is it? Did a pig wear this?
Yeah,
it smells like weed.
We just learned that sweat THC gets you really high.
Was this like a cape for a giant Italian sub?
Oh man!
Good old days of sketch comedy. Say the same.
My
about
heart's
Murderfist.
broken, man. I miss doing sketch comedy so much.
Yeah,
it drives me crazy.
Likewise. Yeah,
well, listen. There's always been the joke of murder boobs, which would be a man boobs Murderfist crossover.
I prefer,
which is just title alone is great. You know what I mean?
I prefer Manfist.
Well, Manfist is
great
because that would be your band.
Destiny.
Manfist that's great.
Destiny.
Manfist Destiny. That could be your band that plays during the Murder Boob show. You could have your own, imagine if the young ones, when Motorhead played, what if they all just like pulled masks off and they were actually the cast members of the young ones that just fucking step back into the show? It would have blown your fucking head.
Oh my!
I love the fucking how much you guys are such new music nerds. It makes me so happy.
Oh, that's Danny. I didn't graduate from a round diploma.
Yeah. Come on, don't sell yourself short. As someone who was 4 years younger than this dude, on the set of Pete and Pete, and he was listening to shit that made me want to listen to stuff. So I don't want to hear that crap.
We both got the Iggy education simultaneously.
We got Iggy Pop education.
Yeah, we just
he gave me a little bit of Nirvana. Incesticide was nothing until I found it from him. So I don't know.
That's fucking awesome.
Pixies,
you can't hope
Liz
for anything
Fair, Betty Servier.
Yeah.
Did he teach you how to roll around on glass?
I know. He brought his own urine to the party. I got to admit, I didn't have to teach him anything.
It was the '90s, though. I was like, "Are you going to break beer bottles, or you're on set? We have a bunch of Snapple bottles. No, it's mostly Snapple. Yeah."
Jeremy's like, imagine somebody had to drink all that Zima. No, you could just pour it out. It's true.
I have a puking Zima story, and I've never been able.
You probably would have committed an environmental crime in the state of New Jersey. If you pour a Zima down the sewer, that's probably like a fine.
Yeah. Don't you know that goes to the ocean?
And you lose your license to practice for at least 90 days.
Oh,
you fucking animal! You putting that Zima down?
We got no respect. You know where that mall liquor's going.
You know what?
Hey, you got such a cute doggy. Is that a white boxer?
No, it's a mutt for sure.
For the listener, Jeremy is dangerously holding his dog at a frame.
For the listener, if you want to see the video, go to our Patreon account and subscribe, and you can see this on video. Danny and Mike with the N spelled out.
With the N spelled out. If you have a problem with Jeremy's dog, let us know at 347-470.
One person does have a problem with Jeremy's dog, and Jeremy can explain that right now.
8150.
Are you liable? Is it a liable thing?
I probably no.
Oopsies.
I had a really bad week. Very depressed. Both of Marla and I, my girlfriend and I, just had a bad week, and we couldn't shake it. And every day something would happen. I'd break something or whatever, and it ended up the last day, which was a week ago today. I went down to the store to grab something, and she got the door because the food was there, and she has a knee scooter because she broke her foot, and the dog escaped under the knee scooter out into the public. Now the problem is this fucking dog is rescue, and he is really weird around small dogs. So he saw this small dog and just straight to it and started, wanted to kill it, which would have been a lawsuit probably. And then So the owner grabbed her dog and then was trying to fight him off, bit her hand like 4 times, and it's swollen. And luckily, there's no break. But
Jeremy, you going to jail?
Your dog bit somebody?
Yes. Our foster
man.
dog bit
foster
somebody.
dog, so it's not really.
So
it's
luckily,
you're fine.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
When you're like, "Oh, my foster kid came home drunk." It's like I didn't do it. He's not my kid.
Man, I'll tell you what. If my dog ever bit somebody, I would fight for him to the death.
Oh, okay. I was going somewhere else. Sorry, I was going a completely different direction.
No one's taking Rambo.
I don't think trying to intimidate the other party to a lawsuit, Jeremy, is really a good idea. And your one public platform, I'm sorry, one of your many public platforms, if we count the other podcasts at Seltzer King Studios.
That's true. Yeah. No, I think we're okay. She turned out to be an amazing lady and was like, listen, I understand my dog's a rescue and shit happens. And
I bite myself.
I recommend. Yeah, I'm also.
We'll see. We'll get like a $50,000 bill.
You got to see my husband's hand. It's all fucked up.
I recommend Methodist Hospital. I hope she went right away and was treated.
CMD. Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm extremely delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I can understand. Yeah, why it would go for me.
Yeah, but she, luckily it all ended up all right. I mean, I haven't gotten a summons yet, so.
Luckily, everything's fine, but my accounts have been frozen, and there's a lien on.
I did find out today that my license was jerked twice in the past year. I knew about because I didn't pay a bill.
Once was over the Zima thing in Jersey. That one you knew about. Now the second time.
But I bought a new car today. We bought a new car, my girlfriend and I. So we're car owners at this point. First time in 20 years I've owned a car.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
That runs.
We got a 2020 Honda Fit.
You got a Honda Fit?
Yeah.
Look at you. It can fit the two of you, and that's about it.
Nah,
that was a Dr. Seuss. That was a Dr. Seuss level.
And a dog, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh, that was nice, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't drive, man. I hate that shit. I hope I never
in
drive
Los Angeles,
again.
How the fuck do you not drive, Ed?
I walk, I take the train, or I call an Uber.
Right.
And my fiance has a car, I think.
Do you want to bike? Do you want to bike, Ed? We're big bike people out here.
Oh, I don't own a bike, but I would totally do it.
I don't got a bike.
The thing is, my work is above it. It's like on the top of a mountain, so I'm not gonna ride a bike up.
Oh, they should install a gondola.
That's a great idea. I love gondolas.
You know what those are, right?
Yeah, like the Skyway at Disney is a gondola.
So they make one for a bike I went on one in Norway where I put like I don't know how many crowns I put a little coin in the slot, and I hooked my bike pedal up to a little thing, and it pushes you up the hill.
That's wonderful.
It pushes you right up the hill. Wait,
the bike? It pushes you and the bike?
Yeah.
It's a viable form of transportation there.
Jeremy, you got to fact check this for me. Trondheim.
Norwegian bike push.
Trondheim bike elevator.
A Norwegian bike push also sounds like a dirty fucking sex move.
Trondheim.
I just watched a 20-minute documentary on gondolas, surprisingly enough.
Okay. Go off,
I love them. I mean, it wasn't very exciting, but the best one in the world is the one in New York, the Roosevelt Island.
No, that's the best one in the world.
Really?
Well, were you living here when it got stuck in the middle and it just sat there for like 6 months?
I'm pretty sure you're thinking about the movie Nighthawk, starring.
Love that movie.
Sylvester Stallone. It's
who was the bad guy? Was that Robert Shaw?
No, that was
a good bad guy.
That was Pelham 1, 2, 3. It was some
Billy D. Williams and Sylvester Stallone.
Very good, and
they had the bad guy was someone cool. Rutger Hauer, maybe.
Yeah, very good.
Well, I can't do 2 fact checks at once, or I would. But
anyway, give me the gondola, as they say.
Tramp bicycle lift. It's the Trondheim's Tramp, which I'm pretty sure my inflection is.
Can you share a little screen for the viewers at home?
I mean, I guess.
Do you have anything?
Yeah.
Is this what you want to do with this podcast? Oh, wow. Tramp bicycle lift. Great.
Yeah. It's legit. We're
going full gondola.
That's amazing.
That's exactly what I did.
Just ride the bike.
That's exactly what I did. It was,
What the
Exactly.
fuck?
Why
Oh,
can't
you
you
have
just
to
ride
see-
the bike up the hill?
oh, you have to see the hill.
Oh.
You have to see the hill.
Yeah.
What happens if you, there are people riding around New York City right now with like beach tires, like big ass fucking tires. That doesn't seem like that would fit in the Trump bicycle thing here.
These
I think
Norwegians
he's
got
just,
too
it
much
looks like
time.
he's just using his. It looks like they're just using their foot.
And it doesn't look like a very strong incline right there. So like, what the fuck do you need that for?
This seems borderline useless, and it breaks your bike.
It doesn't break your
does.
bike at all.
It does.
It's
It's
awesome.
like what happens when you drive your car through Willets Point in
It is
Queens
the
and it
first
just fucks your
bicycle
car
lift
up
in the world,
because
and
it
it
just
worked. It worked.
I
Okay.
guess they're saying it was very
I
successful.
rode bikes all over Trondheim.
Okay.
Ah,
How
very
many-
cool.
How many? What did you say, Jeremy? They're saying it what?
It was one of the first bicycle lifts ever made.
I'm not thinking that they built a ton more, but
Yeah, they
that
were
one
like,
occurs
"Why
to
would
me.
we make another one?"
Danny,
It was the first one's useless.
Danny,
Is
your
that-
hand's vibrating for
Oh.
some reason. I can't tell what's going on.
I was
there.
just saying, this is like, who fucking cares? You know, it's just
I'm
stupid.
trying
It's
to
just,
get two.
it's a stupid bike thing. Who cares?
I'm trying to get two guys like you onto bikes.
Do you jerk off with your thumb up?
Good-looking bandana guys.
I jerk off with
I
bikes.
do because I'm
putting the
always like,
cap on.
yeah, I'm doing a good job, right? Yeah.
You cap
I
that?
need
No.
I need my
Yeah.
own personal affirmations every
He's
time.
He's
Yeah, I'm
totally
doing
capping
good.
that.
Yeah.
Jeremy, he is
Call it
he's
spunking
capping
off.
that shit. Yeah, I could definitely see Danny also going for a kill shot if you hold it sideways. You definitely kill shot.
I don't.
I don't know how the kill shot would work, but I kind of like it. I'll try it tonight. I'll report back.
Just go now. I mean, we have 28 minutes left. How long does it take? I mean, it can't take long.
Oh, not long. 27 seconds tops.
At this point in your life.
Man, we got one whipping post left.
Digga, 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 digga.
Dan-
I don't know if you
Dan,
can
what are
see
you gonna
behind.
do?
But I
Hitting
don't know if you
stick.
can see behind me, Ed. But that is my Dwayne Allman anthology.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah,
Aw,
we can
he
talk
was
about
the
whipping
best,
post all
man.
day. He was
You
the
could
best.
you could do hitting stick, Dan.
Dead at 24 and on so many records.
You could do hitting stick as a whipping post cover. Very
Oh
well.
right, yeah. hmm
And that was about the
That makes
Giants.
sense.
It was about the Giants.
I had a hitting stick for a long time in my first apartment in New York City, where I'd go out with a hammer and I'd beat a 2x4
I didn't know
when the
it was a
Giants were
hammer.
losing.
Oh no, I thought it was like a stick
I
that
would
you hit
get
another
upset
stick
and
with.
I'd
I
be
thought
like,
it was like more basic.
"Oh, something bad happened again. Excuse me," and I'd go outside and just go and
The Giants. they
bash
just
on a
fumbled.
2x4.
Dan had
It feels
invented
great.
a rage
It did feel
brew.
really good.
You invented
I got
a
a
rage
kitty
brew.
clumper.
You have a what?
A kitty clumper.
What's
I got it when I was in Africa. It's
kitty clumper?
it's an ebony stick that's got a ball with a point on the end of it. It's made for killing lions. Like as they charge you, you just swap them in the temple.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty
have to
badass.
be good. You got to be really good when a lion is charging you to hit them
Yeah, you
directly
only
in
get
the
one
temple.
You only get one
Jeez.
shot, really.
Is
Yeah,
that,
I'll
is
let-
that where
yeah.
is that's where Eminem got his thing? You only got one chance. Don't right.
Here,
I think
hold
I'm gonna
on. I'll go get it. I'll go
Oh, yeah,
get
two
it.
more
I'll show you.
bandanas, please. Bring 2 more bandanas to the.
Yes,
Lovely.
Ed is actually getting out of his closet. For the
What is it?
listener, if you
Ed
want to
comes
see
out
what's
of the
going on right
closet.
now,
I see at
Just
least 2
go
Dolphins
to
jersey. I
Patreon.
see 1 Marlin
yeah, I
jersey.
see 2 Dolphins jerseys too.
I see the old school
Home and
blue.
away.
I see a white home
yeah,
jersey.
yeah, definitely
There's-
home and away. Good job.
Yep.
There's old Ed Home and Away Larson, aka Manfist Destiny, the super fan.
I mean, Manfest,
Good old.
Manfist.
Manfist Destiny is really good.
It's
Really
scary.
good.
And we
It's very
should.
good.
I mean, I don't think Murderfist is making much new stuff either. I think we should just have a big
No.
reunion where it's just all of
Heard
us,
of
and we'll get Mike involved. Mike will be part of Man Movies.
MC.
No, don't say no. Don't say no.
Hey.
Come on,
Very,
come
that's
on.
not.
Come on.
Honorary
Nightlines.
guest?
Nightlines with
Sorry,
the-
dude. I'm gonna put a cap on this one. I'm gonna tap the bottle and then
Oh,
twist the cap.
shit.
Actually,
Wow. For the listener, Ed just came back into the frame with.
I love this thing. Sorry, what I miss?
No, you missed. We just noticed your away and home Dolphins jerseys in your closet.
Oh yeah, man. I've had too much time this this quarantine.
Yeah.
I've been eBay shopping for classic Dolphins jerseys.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a rule. I never wear a jersey to anyone younger than me. That's my
If
rule.
anyone's
So I
name, Danny doesn't wear any jersey with a name, but I assume
Yeah,
generic.
I don't wear jerseys with my names on it.
oh hell yeah! What's that?
Oh shit, that's his battle axe versus your lion killer.
Yeah, Kitty Clumper.
Kitty Clumper. I mean, that is dude. That is a serious top of that.
That's all you
Yeah.
got.
And you
Man,
really
It's
do.
ebony.
You have to be specific because the nipple on that thing is
Oh
very.
no, it's the ender. That's the ender right there.
It's the ender.
Yeah. Whereas Jeremy's like, yeah, you got to kill about 5 dragons before
No,
they give
Danny
you. this, man.
broke this actually. He bent it. But
Well,
this
no,
is, I
I
figured if we're
broke it.
showing blunt
But with respect, the
instruments.
Giants have not made the playoffs in a couple of years, so
It's been problematic.
Danny has an excuse with breaking the dragon, as we call
Really
it
need
now.
one of these out there in California. Any major bodega that sells, like rolls, like good old hemp rolls would have one of these.
Orangutans. They're beautiful, playful, and majestic, and disappearing. Every day, as many as 20 orangutans vanish. They starve to death when their homes are destroyed, or are killed when they stray into villages in search of food. International Animal Rescue is fighting for the survival of the critically endangered orangutan, but we can't do it without you. Please visit internationalanimalrescue.org and help us save orangutans before it's too late. That's internationalanimalrescue.org.
Well,
You know who I've hung out with a couple times
Who's
is
that?
Leonard Marshall. As a
Really?
Giants fan.
Yeah, I know
Yeah. No, he's the best. He's so cool.
Does he
I
live
went
in?
and met-
Does he live
he
in
went
Los
and got-
Angeles?
No. He lives in New York and Florida. But I ran into when my mom ran into him when she used to work at this arthritis doctor, and he was going there all the time, and he wanted some shit for free, and my mom was like.
For the listener,
That's
Michael
great.
just put on a fencing mask with his headphones over top.
You look great, man.
That's great.
You look
Oh,
He's got a.
Right, I forgot.
We forgot that Carl gave us these.
Yeah, shout out
essays, right?
to Carl
Yeah, I
Arnheimer.
forgot that you
That's a
kept
big
them.
You're
shout
so
out to
proper.
Carl Arnheider.
Hyder, sorry.
Jeez,
Anyway,
Louise.
it's good.
But yeah, so my mom told him that she'd hook him up if he went out to lunch at Hooters with me and my friends, and so he went out to lunch and everything. It was great.
Oh my god!
He hung out with us. He signed all our menus and shit. He was the
Sorry,
coolest.
Are we no longer brandishing weapons? Because I ran into the other.
I got
room and
more
now I
weapons if you need.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
That's probably an N64, N65 mask.
That's an
That's an
N64.
N64.
Can't use N64 for legal reasons.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
but we can use N65.
Mario's got deep pockets, as
Yeah.
Jeremy found out the hard way after the Seattle dumping.
Look,
the Seattle kombucha party.
You just
He's
came
an
in.
Italian
You just came in
who's
a moment.
obsessed.
We're talking about Leonard Marshall being so strapped for cash and wanting to get free shit that he went out to lunch with somebody who worked in the doctor's office that he needed free shit for, just to hang out so he could get some free shit.
Are you ready for this, though? He's on top of it now because I just started working with him again. He's doing a bunch of CBD. He's selling CBD shit. He sponsored our
Legal
our
CBD
historical roast. It was Instagram roast.
Oh
He
my
sponsored
god!
it.
Really?
Yeah, no, it
That's
was
amazing.
great. Yeah,
That's
I love
amazing.
it.
That's a full circle
It
situation.
depends
right
on who
there.
it's sponsored by. Is it like some sort of barbecue?
it's just like
Grilling.
CBD gummies. Leonard Marshall's getting stoned all the time. He loves it. It's great.
If you,
And I'm proud of him.
if you put yourself through that much pain for that long, for the entertainment of others, I would say,
Were we asked?
as well as compensation, I think you should get some health care. You know what I mean?
I remember
Yes.
when I was talking to him, I was asking him when I was a kid at the Hooters lunch. We were asking him why he retired so early, and he was like, "Because Bruce Smith can't walk." I was just like,
Oh shit!
all right, that was a good enough
Fair.
reason.
That makes sense, yeah.
There are some modern equivalents to that, are much darker, but we won't go there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's I'm surprised Gronk came back because he was so anti head injury after leaving the NFL. But I guess that money's just too good.
Who is
Oh, yeah.
who is Grub, Jeremy?
Gronk. Sorry,
Gronkowski.
Gronk.
Robbie.
Rob
after a couple of years out, doing goofy commentary that's not good.
Look,
Exactly.
he ate Tide Pods, so what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Man, nothing could kill him. First of all, not even Aaron Hernandez.
I was.
And he tried so hard.
I was going to make
this
that
episode
joke.
is definitely getting S for spicy on the fucking. What's the scale?
Well, but Gronk's not gonna go to Tampa, like the land of strip clubs, and go make $4 million. Just catch touchdowns.
catching like over the middle. Yeah, exactly.
He'll
Why
be
wouldn't
fine. He's loving life.
He's hanging out at 2112: A Space Odyssey, really enjoying himself.
Did that move?
Mars Venus.
Did they? Oh, they picked it up. The mothership got picked up from the northern end of Times Square a long time ago.
I just remember those were the two strip clubs I went to when I was 18, when Nickelodeon was in Orlando, and I would go there. And they were like, "You turned 18, like we should make a drive to Tampa for the sweet strip clubs."
Jesus Christ.
I don't think
I like
Nickelodeon
watch-
stole
I like-
it. Did they
no,
give
well,
you? Did they tell you that with like an orange card?
They did. Yeah, no, they sent me a Music Express limo to go back and forth.
Yeah, they're like Advanced Linus has the best slime.
I was like, this place is cool, and I was like, oh, that dude's sucking on that girl's titties, and it's like, oh, now that dude's sucking on the same girl's titties. Like, what is this place?
Yeah, and then you sat in a pile of gack.
Yeah, I did sit in a pile of gack, and it wasn't cocaine. I didn't know what gack was until afterwards.
Wait,
I never knew what Gak was until that night.
It's kind of it was like Nickelodeon was a poor performance. Like, I get it. Like,
knew what Gak would
you don't
be
want to call
until
it
that
gack.
night, I never knew what
We-
Gak would
we've
be
sc-
until that night,
we screwed so many people over with just slime, and Bukkake became a thing, and then gack was gack, but then gack was also gack,
It was a great time.
Floam was like, oh, that's just you're doing whippets, I guess. Floam.
The best of times, the worst of times.
It was so your first
When
strip
we couldn't
club.
get Floam, we had to put it together ourselves with gasoline, styrofoam, and dish soap. It was a heady
Borax.
mixture that fueled the revolution of the late 90s.
But yes, Jeremy. When I
it's-
was 18 years old, my first strip club experience was driving from Orlando to Tampa
Wow.
to
Okay.
go to strip clubs in Tampa.
I think we're burying the lead here.
And I'm sure there were strip clubs in Orlando, but they're like, no,
Yeah.
you want to go to Tampa.
Get out of town.
I was wondering why it sounded so. You made it. Yeah. I was like, what's wrong
As
with Orlando?
far
There-
away from the studio as
I think,
possible.
Yeah,
they were trying to tell
pretty much.
Danny that his strip club dollar traveled further in Tampa.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what they were really
Well,
trying to
the
say.
thing is, I guess everybody got a free ride because, Nickelodeon picked up the tab to drive me back and forth, and there's like 10 people in the car.
Right.
It's
Oh
like,
my God.
Well, it's
Oh,
just
you didn't
more
mention
cost
that.
effective that way.
Oh, you didn't mention that you had a car full of girls and it was going real swell. You didn't mention that.
But that East Side Motel was crap, and who cares about that?
would rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Would you, Danny? Would you tell the story of your strip club experiences with the? Is this maybe you don't want to talk about this,
For
but
the
I know you
listener.
haven't. Yeah,
If
for
you-
the,
It is-
if you were
it
in-
is- it
hold
is
on,
what
if
it
you
is.
were in
What I
Seattle,
saw
would you say no?
was-
You have to go to Portland to see the strip clubs instead.
What I
He was 18.
Look, I was 18, and my first experience was a Tampa strip club. Every other strip club I've ever been to does not compare.
wow.
Just
Well,
based on what like I saw versus like what like if you're in Vegas in a strip club, you would get killed for the things that people were doing in Tampa. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Right.
you can
yeah.
you can like touch, you can grab, you can be physical. Like and like
Bring in an alligator.
it was as an 18-year-old kid being like, I never been to one before. I was like, what the hell is this?
we were
This
doing
is
a
crazy.
movie in Iowa, and they're like, "Yeah, go across the border to Illinois. They got the good strip clubs over there." But they said that Iowa,
like-
you're not going to find
It's
anything.
a weird thing. It's the same
Illinois?
thing. Like you got like
In
oh,
Utah,
like, don't-
you got to drive to Wyoming if you want
You-
the 5% beer. You don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't.
It's, yeah,
We can't.
exactly.
You don't want any of that here.
Oh, you don't want to screw with Pennsylvania fireworks. You want to
Yeah,
go
you wanna
one
go
more
with-
state over.
yeah,
You want to go to
head
West
to
Virginia,
Maryland.
get
Go to
the real
Maryland.
good
Yeah,
fireworks.
We used to drive from
funny.
Tallahassee to South Carolina every year and buy fireworks. It was
Right.
the best.
You're gonna go to south of the border. Just
There's a
pick 'em up?
migration. There's a great
We know-
great
we would
seasonal
go-
migration of every
yeah.
type to do commerce.
Not south of the border. We would go right above Georgia, and then we'd always hit the the Savannah Hooters on the way back. It was a great
Right.
tradition.
That's a
That's a good band name too.
That's a
Savannah
day,
Hooters.
Yeah.
We are the Savannah Hooters, and we are going to rock your world.
what
Not
app can
to
I
be
get you?
confused with the Rochester Hooters.
Who are a bunch of assholes and they
Yeah.
don't respect copyright infringement.
Yeah,
But Tallahassee has a Hooters. I've been to the Tallahassee Hooters.
I worked there for 2 years.
Oh wow, I probably saw you back in the 90s.
No, it was
2000s.
2004.
well, Jeremy went back for the reunion.
You
You're
forget
lucky. You're
Jeremy's
lucky.
72. Jeremy's 72 years old, Ed. So
You look
his
great.
time. Yeah.
No, do you know the
He just bought his
fourth?
first car, right? And he got the discount. He waited
I
until
did.
he got the senior
No, I
citizen
did not.
discount.
You know the fourth quarter there in Tallahassee?
Yeah, across the street from Hooters. We used
Fried
to go
pickles,
there when
baby.
we closed
Everything's
down.
across the street
It's the
from
first-
Hooters.
It's the first time I ever had fried pickles, and
They got great fried pickles at
fell
the
in
fourth
love,
quarter.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I
never
broke
forget
up
your
with a
first.
girlfriend at the fourth quarter.
You broke up with.
Well, she broke up with me.
It's an easy down. Like
That's not the
beer
way
and
I
It's,
remember
pickle
it.
it's neither here nor there, Ed.
to this
I was
day,
like,
I
no
can't.
overtime, nothing. Just like, yeah,
I did it over my smoke break from Hooters. Popped
Just
over
on
the
a
fourth quarter, ate some fried pickles, got it broken up with, and went back to work.
It was a sudden death overtime.
Yes, we can break up, but I want one thumbs up handy from you before.
No,
One.
No, you want a thumbs up. Can't we solve this on a coin flip? Like, can't we resolve this on a coin flip?
Oh,
I don't think
I
there was
guess
any resolving it. This is Ed's silence means there was no resolving that one.
oh, there was no resolving. It needed to die. It needed to die.
You got relationships that do that, and sometimes
Yeah.
you just got to die.
And
Man.
she's still waiting tables at that. She actually is at the Hooters now, so you
Yeah.
you won this round, yeah.
No, actually, he
Next
lost.
year she'll be
she
a-
bought it. She bought it. She bought
Chris
the
Sorrell
one Hooters in
seafood.
Tallahassee.
There
Man,
you go.
Crazy story at that Hooters. One night when the alarm went off when everybody was gone, and then no one knew why, and then we checked because the doors were all still locked and nothing was open when we got back, and then we checked the video cameras, and there was just like this old woman walking around inside, but like no doors were locked or unlocked when the alarm went off.
She,
It was fucking-
she passed through, or she fell asleep in the bathroom.
I don't know. I don't know how she got out. I don't know what she was doing in there. I don't know if she was
an
real.
X-Files episode. I'm going to put it in terms
Definitely.
of Jeremy's.
That's a very
generation.
sad. It's a very sad spirit to be the only spirit stuck at the one fucking Tallahassee Hooters. Haunts the Hooters once every fucking 22 years. She comes out just to be like, I've been stuck in here.
Well, Tallahassee's got a great Hooters. I'll tell you, as
got
far as
palm trees
Hooters
out
go,
front.
I put them in the top 20 of Hooters in the country.
Interesting.
That's strong
Oh
words.
yeah, always got a couple ladies in the calendar. It's a staple. It's a staple. If you're in Tallahassee, go call ahead, reserve a table.
Get some pickles across the street, yeah, and then go do your whole meal, yeah.
Pickles.
Well, not to bring down the room, but I did want to talk about your new project coming out,
Absolutely, please.
if you wouldn't mind. It's called
No.
"How America Killed My Mother," which is a title which is very provocative. I mean, it's like I'm presuming it tells you a lot about what's going on, but
I almost changed the title a million times because
Really?
it's so aggressive and sad. But at the same time, it just tells exactly what the point I'm trying to make by making the movie.
Right.
And so, like, a little background was that, like, in 2016, actually 4 years ago yesterday, my mom passed away in her sleep. She was a brittle diabetic, and it was fucked up, everything that was going on with her. And it was all came down to money. You know, she had money, she'd still be alive. She had shitty health insurance and all that stuff. And so that really, like, drove me crazy because I always live in the mindset that, like, money's a made up thing that we all just agree exists, like,
Right.
so
Yeah.
it just makes me insane to think that like that's the reason she had to pass away. And so the money I got from her life insurance, I took and I made this movie to kind of show like how we all fuck each other over on a regular basis, whether it's confronting my father who left us both behind. I'm an only child, and like never paid alimony, or if it was just like the banks and overdraft fees. And, she developed a gambling problem. So I went after the casinos and like figured out she used to go to Trump Taj Mahal all the time before it closed down. And then I got the last footage inside Trump Taj Mahal. I wore a hidden camera and started asking questions about what happened to my mom and trying to get incident reports because she passed out in there. And
Oh wow.
and like all this other shit. And like I tried to pay her. I was pretending I was gonna pay her bill that she owed them because she owed them a bunch of money. Because like she would like pass not fake, but she would like give them a check and they'd give her cash, just so she can go gamble on it. And then I went to go pay where she got, the check for where she got the cash for the check, and they wouldn't take my money. You can only put your money on the tables, And so it was just like going through thing after thing after thing, and just like, man, it's just like everybody just wants to fuck each other over, and especially just like people who are weak and don't know any better and are desperate, and so they bleed them dry at the last second. Check cashing stores, advances on their workday,
all that
everything.
Shit. Yeah.
Wow.
There was just like I couldn't, it literally is just like everywhere I looked, it was just like someone else fucking taken out of her pocket when she couldn't afford fucking insulin. And it was driving me insane. I'm just starting to get successful at this point in comedy, and I'm like spending the little money I'm making on her,
Fighting these things.
fighting all these crazy things. And it was insane. And it was just one night. Oh, the most important thing is she had a not a pump, but like a sugar monitor that was attached to her, and her work got a new insurance, and so she was on Medicare. And they told her that that was no longer covered, and if she wanted to keep it, it was going to be $800.
She had to
and
pay
like
for it
back,
herself.
yeah. And she's had the thing for over a year, and so basically if her sugar drops, it beeps and it like tells her like, your sugar's dropping, eat some candy, drink some orange juice or nothing. And so they took it from her because $800 back then to us was like $8,000. It was like we were so fucking broke at the time. And then she ended up dying in her sleep because the machine didn't go off. And so it was just like, I was just like, this is all just like a series of people fucking her over on a regular basis. She can't get a credit card, but for some reason Kohl's gives her a $700 limit. Why is that? And then
26% interest probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And so it's just like people like we shouldn't be fucking vampiring our elderly. They're weak, they're vulnerable, and it's fucked up. And it just keeps happening in this country. And it happened to me firsthand. I watched it happen. And my mom, of course I beat myself up, not moving back home and not doing everything.
Doing everything. I understand.
And so it's hard, but it's just like, well, the only thing I could do now is try to make sure this never happens to anyone else.
Yeah.
And so I took the insurance money and we made this flick, and it's a lot funnier than that sounds, I promise, but it's not a comedy. It's like my buddy described it best to me. He's like, it's not a dark comedy. It's more like a light tragedy, because, and like, not to give away the end or anything, but it's all about overcoming and forgiveness, and so you gotta people need to realize that like $35 for a bank is nothing, but for someone who's got no money at all, that shit adds up
you
real
overdraft
fast.
a couple times and one thing you don't so many.
Dude, those bad checks at the casino, they want you to fucking put a bad check. They make more money because
Absolutely.
like when the check, because like Trump fucking Taj Mahal, they had like a special system that no one else had because you could only bounce a check 3 times. And so like you could bounce it 3 times at $35 each time. But Taj Mahal figured out that if you put it in electronically, you could send it in 3 times. And then you could also put it in physically 3 times. And so they would get you for 6 times. And they're charging $25 a pop. And so that's like an extra fucking $150. Yeah, and not to mention the $35 a pop from the bank, and then you're desperate. You got, I mean, if the woman has given you a bad check in the past week, are you really taking another one and like saying that it's her fault? It's like, no.
Right.
It's predatory as fuck.
It's super predatory.
Yes.
And so it's just, it's awful to watch. It sucks because I used to love blackjack, but I had to swear all that shit off because of all this, because it's too fucked up. And it's just,
right.
We need to take care of each other. And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And then, so then also it's like, I wanted to talk about like what happens when your parent dies. What do you got to do? What steps do you go through? I mean, like the first thing you got to do, which is fucked up, is you got to plan a party. Like you have to like get everyone together, and I guess you got to find people to talk, or you talk, or you got to like, and you got to bring the body there, and then like put it everywhere, show it to everybody. It's a really fucking weird thing.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre, and so it was. I don't think it was. I handled it very well, I think, as like a, just because I always had a good constitution like that. But it was just so hard and so impossible to deal with, especially as an only child. I just you want to spread it because I didn't feel comfortable getting money. Also, fucking listen to this shit. So she was passing out at the casino. She was the last week of her life. She had no cognizance whatsoever. She went to the hospital twice. She's working double shifts at a nursing home, and she and 4 days before she dies, she calls up her life insurance company and asks to like get the plan reduced, so she could pay less. And then she dies 4 days later, and then I lose fucking $60,000. And it's just like, she obviously had no idea what she was doing. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They just saved a shit ton of money. No one cares about anybody. No one gives a fuck about anybody. It's so sad. If we all helped each other, we would all make the same amount of money. If you took the time that you take trying to rob somebody into trying to do something good, I guarantee you still make money. And you go home and you sleep well. And so that's what the movie's about. And it's just about like, I'm sick of watching defenseless people get fucked with. Mm-hmm. And that's what like this whole country is. I mean, it's what it's built on, 100%. For Christ's sake. Yeah. That's why it's here. And so I love America. I think America's the coolest fucking place in the world. I think I don't want to live anywhere else.
What?
But it's fucking broken.
Yes.
It's
there's a lot of work to do. Yeah.
It is. It needs to be gutted and redone. Everything. Like, I don't care what it is. I mean, look at us right now. Mm-hmm. This shit's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And
that's like, all tied together. Like all of that shit. All of the like.
Yeah.
Pulling health insurance from people during a pandemic is. Well, should be a war crime or something. It should be.
I live down the street from a paramedic, and the amount of people who govern this country and are in the House of Reps that own pieces of all of these terrible things that keeps them going is, just one piece of
sucking
why
those
this whole
pennies,
thing is all fucked up for everybody.
One of my favorite patches when I was
the bandana, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know. I need one.
Put the bandana on, Jeremy.
One of my favorite punk rock patches.
Wear the bandana, Jeremy, or it's over.
I brought a weapon. I couldn't find a bandana.
We all got to stick together. I think that's what Ed is trying to say.
Yes.
Hey man,
there we go.
For what it's worth, we all loved Pete and Pete. We watched it. I watched it with her all the time.
Never saw it.
For what it, it was. We loved it together.
That's amazing.
So
that's like one of the things I know Mike and I both really think is great is that like kids and parents could watch that show and it was like a connecting thing, which is great.
I appreciate that.
I didn't realize how much Erie, Pennsylvania ripped off Pete and Pete.
Indiana.
Really?
Erie, Indiana. Sorry. Yeah, it's on Netflix now as a redo thing, and it's eerily similar.
Though you do have to drive through all of Pennsylvania to get to Indiana.
That's the deal. No, But earlier I was going to say when I was a punk rocker, one of my favorite patches I wore was "You don't have to fuck people over to survive." That was my favorite one because I don't know, I sort of got in I don't know, we won't go to the whole thing, but it's too much. It's too much between people like just killing each other over money, over the dumbest things, and then we have no way of protect. Like, I don't know. So it's like we go to the hospital. It's like
I still get calls asking for my mom trying to collect on shit. 4 years later.
Yeah,
I get calls from like Egypt and shit. People telling me to go, like, when they don't trick me, they start telling me to go fuck myself, and they're happy my mom's dead. Like, great people do evil fucking shit, you know. And it's just like, it is crazy what it goes on.
And
so
you
it's just,
being an only child when she passed away, and obviously she inherited debt and all that stuff, and that all comes to you.
Well, no, you don't have to pay. I had one account where we shared that was both of our names because she was writing so many bad checks that I just took away all of her shit and I opened an account with the two of us, and that was negative. So I had to pay that amount, but all the other stuff you don't have to pay. Oh. You know, you don't let them fool you. They will tell you everything. If there is no estate, you do not have to pay. If there's an estate, then you got to cover it. You know, if there's money, but there's no money in the bank account, so it don't fucking matter. You know, but my inheritance is negative. You ain't getting shit. You know, it's the life insurance is separate. All that is like, that's a whole separate thing. You don't have to pay taxes on it. It's very important that people know all this stuff. Yeah. You know, because everyone's bloodthirsty. You know, they hear, like, luckily I had a really cool funeral home director. That was like the one person who was decent during all of this shit.
Yeah.
Which sometimes is not, you know what I mean?
You encounter people in absolutely the worst time of their lives and got a chance to be a human. So good for you.
Yeah. And also it's just like, and like, it's the worst moment of your life. And so they say something, you're like, yeah, no, get it. Sure. Whatever. You know, you're not thinking about anything. Right. You're signing whatever they put in front of you, and you're getting out of there. Right. You know, but it's, you know, it's an impossible situation, and I do think that we need to realize as a country that we're all in this together. You know, and I think a lot of people feel like we're all in this for ourselves, and it doesn't have to be that way. Mm-hmm. And if we all stick together and fight for each other, then shit like this won't happen. And I really, truly believe that. And so
you're trying to change America with the title of this film.
A little, yeah. I mean, there's no coincidence that I struggled to finish it during this pandemic right before the election. You know, it's just like there's a direct correlation between the president and my mother. Mm-hmm. His casino with his name on it. Granted, he wasn't a full owner at the time, you know, but he still owned a piece of it. It's got his fucking name on the side of the building, bled or dry, you know, and then he became president. When I'm in there filming, he wasn't even president yet. There's like, it's, you know, so I watched, like, during the course of making this movie, I watched it happen, and you're just like, fuck, this dude did this, and now he's, what?
The fucking president?
Yeah, not to mention that my Uncle Joe's a contractor and he robbed his ass and never paid him on some work he did. Yeah. You know, this guy
he's not alone on that. Yeah,
a lot of people I think have an Uncle Joe who were swindled by that guy.
Shitty.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. He duped everybody, and we all need to realize what the hell's going on, or it's over. You know, but I do think that people are getting hip to it. He's such a fucking moron, and I think I really hope that he won't win. I don't think honestly, here's my brighter side. All right. I do the brighter side podcast.
Absolutely.
Here's my brighter side. I think shit got so fucked up, it's going to get great. I think that are you ready for this? If he didn't win, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but if he didn't win, more of the same. I remember protesting in the street when Obama was president. You know, like, shit's going to change. Mm-hmm. We watched what could happen when you catch us slipping. We were sitting pretty with Obama, and then Hillary we thought was just going to come in and just do her thing, and we got caught slipping, and now rude awakening for everybody. And I think that we all going to realize that we have to pay attention to what's going on in this country, or our moms are going to start dying.
Yeah.
You know, and this shit's real.
100%.
And I think it's great. Honestly, I'm real happy I got to do this. I'm sad I had to do it, but it's a great way to fucking take out my anger. Because and the whole thing is, to be honest, like everyone, I thought I was going to get into a lot more fights than I did, you know, but because it's just like, it's so emotional. It's like, I don't even, because you can't help me. You know, if you reverse some overdraft fees, you put $50 back into an account that you own.
Right. It doesn't bring your mom back.
My mom's dead.
Yeah.
You know, so like, anything you do is worthless to me. And so I think that hopefully with this, people will realize, or like help realize, that we just need to take care of each other a little better.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
No, it's a poignant sentiment, man. Really. Like
it's sad it had to happen, but I can't wait to watch it. I just from what you described, there's a lot of things that I've done with like mental health care that I've just wanted to like stop, because it's so hard to just get an appointment and get it paid for by your insurance. Is supposed to be like the whole fucking thing is just ridiculous.
It's brutal.
Yeah. I can
if
imagine
we're healthier, we're going to make more money. I promise.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day.
Yeah.
You obsessed with capitalism?
Yeah.
I promise if we're all healthy, we'll work better.
Yeah.
I swear to God, there'll be more money coming in. It's just like, I know I work better when I feel good, you know?
Absolutely. You got a point, Ed.
Yeah.
This Ed guy makes some sense.
Yeah.
Capitalism is cool, but not if you're in healthcare.
Right.
Everyone in health, all of the should all be 501c3s. Everyone, they make their 15%, and the rest of it is for the good of the fucking people of the country.
And let's make churches pay taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just Scientology. Maybe just
I mean, honestly, those fuckers, I'd give my mom $100 and she'd be like, I put 20 in a church. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why'd you do that?
It's like, God damn it, no.
But it's Joel. It's Joel.
I went to church 5 times. I figured it was
Mr.
okay. $4 $4 a trip. It's like,
what does that cancel out 5 times?
Oh my God, nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
Yeah, you guys, I went to Catholic school growing up. That shit was crazy. Teaching me religion in school, like it was a class, grade me on religion, on like how much I believed. You know, like,
I don't know if I could have done that. Yeah, when we went, I was forced to go to a Church of Christ, and I was like rebelling. I was like, what you're telling stories and acting.
I was just lucky that my parents both went to Catholic school and got, abused and smacked around by the nuns and stuff. They're like, yeah, we're not sending our kid there.
I remember I appealed to my...
I only beat it because my parents were beat physically.
Yeah. In 6th grade, I remember going to my parents and be like, if you don't take me out of the school, I'm going to fail on purpose. I promise you, I'm going to fail on purpose. And then I went to my dad, who's Jewish, and I was just like, I want to go to free school. I want to go to the school that you pay, that you're not going to have to give $13,000 a year to. I want to go to the free school. And it's just like, he has the point.
Like, I like that idea. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Smartest thing you ever said, Ed. It's like, fuck.
But yeah, man, it's really, but the positive is it's really brought me closer to my family. Me and my father are friends again, and it's good. At the end of the day, like, you got to take these things and put them into a positive, or you'll just fucking drown in the sorrow.
Good call.
Yep. 100%.
Something we all need to think about.
And you're fighting for your mother's legacy, and to see someone you love get fucked over like that is just infuriating. So I'm all for what you do, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, man. And I talked about today, I released the trailer and everything, and the love online was crazy. It was so nice. Awesome. I've been crying all day. Like, it's been so great. I've teared up now. If she would have seen like that, like thousands of people cared about her. Oh my God. Yeah. It would have been cool.
Well, we'll make sure that everyone gets a chance to see that trailer. We'll post it on,
Fuck yeah.
on our
Thank you.
site
Thanks,
and everything like that. Do you have a website for the doc yet, or is there?
No. I'm just sharing it on Instagram and stuff like that. We submitted to some festivals, so I'll have to hear back and wait and hear back and see if it gets in any festivals that won't exist this year. And
digital fests. You don't get the lanyard this year. You just get a password.
But
I screenshotted the password, so I have it. So I hung it. I hung it on the back of my door.
But yeah, no. But it's been a crazy experience. I'm glad I was able to use the skills that I learned working with Jeff on all of his projects, and it's been wild. I can't wait to do something really fucking stupid now. And I can't wait to make a Murderfist sketch. Do some
Jackass 17 with Ed.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna jump into a bowl of pudding for my next joke. I'm so sick of fucking this. The quarantine was so hard to edit this thing.
We'll bring it back. We'll bring it right back to Murder Boobs. It's gonna be great.
Dude,
or
Murder
Boobs.
No,
was it Man
Fist?
Fist?
Yeah, Man
Fist Destiny.
Man Fist Destiny. I want Gak. I want fucking
Man Fist Destiny.
Homemade Floam because it hits harder.
I want a limo from LA to Tampa, sponsored by Nickelodeon.
I want a wrap of the limo with the face of the owner of the New England Patriots getting jerked off with the thumbs up. Okay, Ed, what's your plugs? What's your socials and stuff?
Check out my socials, Eddie Tunes, EDDIETUNES _ on Twitter, Eddie Tunes on Instagram, the Brighter Side Podcast on the Last Podcast Network. And I also do another podcast called Thick Skin with Jeff Ross, with my cousin Jeff Ross, who's also in the documentary, who was Kathy's nephew.
Right.
And so, yeah, man. So check out all that stuff, and just thanks for having me on, guys. Absolutely. I love hanging with y'all.
Yeah, man, it was good to hang with you too. And
I'm sorry to be lost.
Yes,
thank
very
you,
much.
Mike. It was nice to spend some time with you too. Finally.
Oh yeah, you guys never met.
Yeah, I've known these two other jokers for a long time.
Ed, you gotta get the group together to watch the concerts again on YouTube. My son screwed it up for me twice, and then I never heard again that you did it.
Dude, it's been fun. I gotta do it again.
Definitely do it again. The Radiohead one is the one that hurt the most for me.
All right, so what I've been doing, I've been throwing it back old school. I'll invite you guys. I rented a Chatsy. It's like an old school AOL chat room that I subscribe for $10 a month, and then we all I find a cool concert on YouTube, and we all hit play at the same time, and then just chat the whole time through it. We did
live.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of going to concerts is one of my favorite things in the world, and so being able to do that with my friends, and so this is the funnest way to do it. We did a Radiohead concert and a My Morning Jacket concert. So hopefully I'll find. There's so many great
there's so much
free concerts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Radiohead's putting out a new concert every week on YouTube, fully produced concert movie on get on it.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Who is this Radiohead you're speaking of? I'm sorry. That's a good time to tell you that we're part of the Last Podcast Network. Check them out, lastpodcastnetwork.com. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Danny and Mike with the end spelled out. There you go. You can find Michael at Michael C. Maronna on the Twitter. Danny is at Danny Tamberelli, or at D Tamberelli on the Twits, at Danny Tamberelli on the Instagram.
You did it right. Good for you.
I am at Remy Balon. I have a new podcast coming out called Going Dork. Check that out, goingdork.com. And what else? What else we have? Anything?
If you have a problem with us, let us know at 347-470-8150.
Give us a call. Yeah, we need some voicemails.
Hey, and if you're looking to support local artists and musicians, you can go to bandcamp.com/jounce and download some rock and roll music.
At 99 cents at a time.
I mean, if you're from Ohio, they're not local.
All right, everybody, go out and get some fried pickles.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Hooters for life.
Hell yeah. Rock and roll.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamberelli and Michael C. Maronna. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balon. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.